year's playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the UCLA Bruins offense will have the first possession of the game. And this is a matchup that we've been talking about coming into this. High-powered offense squaring off against a defense that is more than capable of shutting them down. This one's going to be fun, David.
Yeah, and this defense has been able to do that. Like every offense they face, they play great. They take away what you do best. Obviously, Palmer, on that other side, this is a high-powered offense. They're really, really good. How does this matchup unfold?
You're right, David, and I think as the season's gone on, this is a matchup that we've circled on our calendar, knowing that these two teams are going to square off and face each other. So many guys on the field today are going to play in the National Football League. There's a lot of experience on both sides of the ball. This one's going to be fun to watch.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
They're dealing with a second and long. The give to the tailback. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at third and long.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on first down, second down, and third down, as you saw right there.
And the Bruins are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the middle. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll leave it with him. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with third and 4.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Using the quick game. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
Makes a connection. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it in. It's Marshall. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding line, David. they are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. The give from the gun. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They go to the ground. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. No matter the sport, he epitomized a UCLA mantra: be quick, don't hurry.
I mean, what a great job of being quick off the ball. Defensive lineman, you got to be quick off the ball if you want to be disruptive, get in the backfield, and get to the quarterback.
And I would just hate to be in the shoes of these defenders trying to tackle this running back because, of course, you're so afraid of this guy shaking you and using his elite speed to make you look bad on a highlight film somewhere, but you forget this guy can still run you over. And you saw it on that play.
And the Nittany Lions, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He'll keep it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State! Looking for the tie with the extra point. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
That's just so frustrating. Play after play after play, you line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Handoff to the lone back. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bruins can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll keep it on the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. The Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. In the backfield, it's Marshall. Breaks into the open. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Caught. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of their great environments, wide out level noise. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Bruins are rolling down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Got a man, it's Stoneburner. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The Bruins are threatening in the red zone. They'll try the run. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it. 3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got his man. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. He's got it and still on his feet. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. That is no good. And here in the 2nd quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it all the way up to the 42-yard line, and that's why you have confidence to keep it on the ground in that situation. The Nittany Lions, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Complete on the comeback. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They'll run it from the gun. Runs through the tackle. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. There's the pressure. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And the Bruins will line up to punt it away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called out one time in that loss last week. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Got it in the middle. It's long. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Pocket breaking down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage, because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Going with the ground game back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Got a man. It's in goal. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
I love the job by the receiver there on the crow route against zone coverage, because he finds the soft spot, but he also does a nice job coming back to the football, and it's not easy. When your quarterback's got a cannon like this guy does, and he's throwing a bullet at you, there's a lot of guys that would be hesitant, and they would want to wait for the ball. Not this guy. He went and attacked it and secured the catch. And they may have caught the defense napping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that 3rd down, but because of the back's effort now, Fresh set it down.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football in these 3rd down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. It's complete to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll check the spot. Think they'll have it right around the 40-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Intercepted! A first half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Going right to work up top. He's got the back in the middle. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. With the catch, it's in goal. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him and get him to the ground for a normal gain.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe of the 49. And the Bruins line up to punt it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that.
He's going to fire deep. Dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Happy Valley.
The Bruins will kick it away to crank up the second half. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. With the catch, it's Alexander. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far.
Oh, there's an alley to the left. Inside the... And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 7. There he goes. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Marshall. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
Really nice looking throw there. And traditionally, the best UCLA offenses are always the ones that can get it done through the air. You've got to be able to come up with explosive plays in the passing game. And if this team is going to win a conference championship, they need this guy to play at his A-plus level week in and week out.
Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's the handoff. They get him stopped after he picked up a 5 to the 28.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Here comes the heat. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Got his man. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 3rd down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. From the gun, wants to pass. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it slips just inside that right upright. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
And the Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Wide receiver going in motion. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. That's reeled in. It's long. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled the...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
Makes the grab. And he'll be brought down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. These old girders are rocking on 3rd down here at Beaver Stadium. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Bruins will punt this one away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Wants to bring it back. He gets a block. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. The read option right to start this drive. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him think I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page, first down.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Penn State! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into defense because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. So first down will open up the final period. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Makes the catch. It's in goal. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Quarterback on the keeper. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This Nittany Lion defense has just been suffocating. The front seven has been dominant. Guys like Jack Ham would be proud.
Yeah, just big, physical, just owning the guys up front. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. The Penn State D-line just dominating this football.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Bruins will call on their punt team. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The give to the back. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
Turning it on! Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Nittany Lions pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Motion from the wideout. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
The Nittany Lions come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Great job by the back on the option. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
He'll pull it on the read. Finds a little space. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the shotgun, the inside give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Bruins line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. Barges ahead, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bruins. He'll try to tack on one more.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown game?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this.
Breaks into the open. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Quick completion to the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Nittany Lions can really attack on this second and short. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Converts on fourth down. Still going. That'll be enough. enough to give them a first and goal from the 10. And the Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! Quick strike through the air for the score. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Stoneburner. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on.
Gonna take a shot. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bruins come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch. Their physical pass defense, it brings up a fourth down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. And the Bruins will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Grady. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off his spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games, and we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Gonna look downfield again. Fires to the middle. It's caught. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. DB's right up on the receivers. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, UCLA! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. You still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And that is why they're called the Handstein people on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they tried to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay up.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but we're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about building on the good things you do this week so that you're out executing at a higher level next week.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. The Bruins want to crank the tempo. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah.